Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Bom, o cara já trancou a porta ali, né? Já dá pra descer os saquinhos de
Now,
papo.
Alan,
ali.
from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. but under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Bom, ele tá falando que tudo não passa da mente dele enganando ele. Que a mulher morreu e ele não conseguiu salvá-la.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go in. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
Esse risadinho
I'm a
aí,
real
qual que é
bad
dele?
dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Hoo-yah!
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
La 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 la.
Now,
Desliguei o áudio aqui pra
you
não
might have noticed
tossir.
the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Bem, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Boas-vindas à pousada Cauldron Lake. Estamos aqui para oferecer o tratamento especializado de que você precisa. No entanto, lembre-se, peça que seus amigos e familiares marquem um horário de visita, para que não interfiram na sua terapia ou período de criatividade. Respeite a privacidade e o espaço pessoal dos outros pacientes, principalmente quando estiverem engajados em seu processo criativo. Seja paciente. Normalmente nossos pacientes têm problemas criativos duradouros que não serão resolvidos da noite para o dia. Permita-se levar o tempo que precisar. Lembre-se que seu tratamento é voluntário e elaborado especialmente para você. A terapia de engajamento é um método associado. O fluxo funciona melhor quando você está ativamente engajado no processo de moldagem deles. Em caso de dúvida, não hesite em expressá-la.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming.
Os caras do bar.
What a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Todo mundo querendo que esse cara escreva, né?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed! Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
No, Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Bom, os diálogos são muito extensos,
Built
né?
the farm close to the lake, a place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the F through the window, hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
Volte para o seu quarto.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
I want to go home.
Bom, tentando dar uma explorada aqui, ver outros cômodos, né? Se a gente acha mais páginas do livro. Opa, acho que eu vi um brilho aqui, garrafa de café.
And here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Vamos ler aqui The Creator's Dilemma. O dilema do criador, será? O novo e envolvente livro, escrito por Dr. Emil Hartman, autor do best-seller Creative Flow, inclui suas técnicas revolucionárias, a terapia de engajamento e o fluxo, explicadas em suas próprias palavras, já disponíveis nas melhores livrarias do país. Ué, eu tô achando que esse cara é metido
Hartman wanted me to
escritor.
write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Ele tá querendo colaborar, né, para evitar problemas para ele.
You can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Essa aqui foi uma porta que eu tentei usar pra sair daqui, ó. Podia abrir, né? Deixa eu ver se eu consigo ver alguma coisa daqui. Não, nada que chame a atenção.
go to bed, and that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Cara, é bem escura essa parte. Esse QR Code aqui. Bom, eu vou testar esse QR Code aqui para ver se ele tem alguma função. Vou usar o celular com o código de leitura aqui. Vamos ver o que ele mostra, se esse QR Code serve para alguma coisa. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui, ficar em posição melhor. Ele abre um vídeo no YouTube. Deixa eu silenciar aqui. Ele abre um vídeo no YouTube, é um vídeo que vocês podem ver aí, podem usar esse QR Code aí para vocês verem o vídeo, beleza? Ele tem uma função sim. Wake.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke for a Creole near.
Bom, por aqui não sai.
Crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? It's my store. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Esse aqui é o quarto dos irmãos, pelo jeito.
Hammer's way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
Não quebra a janela, não faz nada. Pelo jeito eu vou ter que fugir por aqui, então.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
The backstage is all yours, Tom. Seize your destiny.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Cadê? Acertou o martelo na mulher, cara.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled, adult, diapered ass backwards, since you're so tough,
Deixa eu examinar aqui. Ah, esse aqui.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along. The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Bom, ele tá guardando os quadros que o cara pinta, né? Depois eu vou dar uma olhada nas fitas, vamos dar uma olhada nos quadros aqui primeiro. Bom, pelo jeito ele tá roubando coisas do paciente. Um tem a fazenda, outro faz obras de arte, quadros.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Não tem um jeito de acessar o mapa na mesa. Beleza, vamos ouvir as fitas aqui.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Tem outra fita aqui. Diz que é Alan Wake, né?
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, Something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Que canalha usando os caras como cobaias, hein?
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too!
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How's your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Acho que acabou, né?
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going. These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Escape da clínica. Bom, aqui foi o lugar que a gente entrou, né?
possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Porra, tomei na cara. Tomei outro. Pô, precisa de luz, né? Tá muito escuro aqui, cara. Eu tô muito ferrado. Tem um revólver. Cara, isso.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Essa porta aí.
Ah!
Morrer. Morri. Bom, acho que eu tenho que pegar um esquema de esquivar dela, né? Como é que você chegou rápido aí, bicho? Opa, tem alguma coisa aqui? Ah, suspense, Lorimer. Deve ser alguma obra de alguém, né?
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa pra eu pegar ali. E aquela luz ali, tá me chamando, hein?
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Que ele já não vem mais. Pô, ele falou que é um labirinto, né? Então vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos tudo pra direita. Don't trust. O que é isso aqui? Emil.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Nossa, tá bem reto, né?
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Porra, ferrou, agora que eu me perdi aqui. voltando muito. Tem que ir pro outro lado agora. Acho que o início foi aqui. Não foi aqui não. Ó, tem alguma coisa aqui? Eu vim aqui já. Caramba, eu me perdi mesmo, hein? Vamos tentar descobrir onde que eu errei aqui. Bom, aqui é sem saída, né? Estou revendo tudo para ver aonde foi que eu errei aqui. É a única saída. Você teria uma brecha nessa. Beleza, até esse ponto aqui. Acho que é aqui. Cara, dá vontade de andar ali mais um pouco e ver o que tem pro outro lado ali, vamos ver. A tempestade parece que parou, né? Não tem nada. Olhando pra ver se não tem nenhum manuscrito aqui. Pelo jeito eu vou ter que matar um aqui, hein?
You sleep like a baby! That way we don't have any trouble, and I don't have to punish anymore.
O cara aguentou bala, hein? Aqui, munição carregadora. gastando uma pilha violenta aqui, hein?
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Aí vamos de 12 de pistola. De pistola, acabando a gente mudando pra 12. Eu apertei pra esquivar, mas não. O botão tá funcionando, mas tentei esquivar alguns momentos ali e não consegui. Vou colocar o sinalizador e tal, tá beleza.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Emil made in Tom do it, né? Tom do it. Vou dar uma olhada aqui, né? Porra, olha esse, da onde que saiu esse cara, meu? Mano, depois que você dá um início de sequência, cara, parece que ele não consegue mais executar. Mano, eu vim pra cá achando que eu não tinha nenhum aqui, tinha um aqui do lado. tem essa luz aqui pra recuperar a vida, hein? Bom, já vi que a encrenca tá pra lá, ali em cima tem um... Tem um manuscrito ali em cima, já deu pra ver?
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the Nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Oh, cara gigante.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on now!
Tá, ia ser a marra. Mano, eu tô apertando pra esquivar, cara, ele não tá esquivando.
tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Como sempre, ele sempre perde as armas, né? Perde tudo, é um arrombado. Bom, parece que tem um caminho ali, né? Não sei. Porra, nem lanterna ele conseguiu manter.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Cara, esse Barry, ele lembra muito um carinha do Máquina Mortífica 2 ou 3, se não me engano.
I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Pô, a beira dá uma queda aqui, né? Mano, esse negócio da esquiva, você junta o botão de corre, corrida é complicado. Ele podia usar essa luz, né? Virar ela também, né? Parece que tá mais de boa. Cara, eu tinha visto. Ah, isso é bom.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears. Eu não peguei o tempo certo que o item ataca. Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Eu acho que até aqui, né? Tem algum motor para ligar esse aqui? Será? Mais pra frente.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Não vai ter 38, sinalizador, nada por aqui?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Bom, pelo jeito eu vou sem arma, né? Peguei a lanterna e me virar com isso aqui. 0 de... Trust no one... In the dark. Bom, não tá, né? fico fudido com isso, mano. Um errinho que eu dei ali, viu? Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Isso é um acampamento, parece não é um acampamento. Ah, seguro para trocar para a lanterna resistente. Bora. Olha, não tem nada, ele não agacha para pegar nada.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Isso aqui é armadilha. Porra, e tem muito aqui, hein? Se precisar passar correndo aqui, eu tô morto. Acho que tem um aqui. Ei, caralho, quase eu fui pra trás.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
É, só precisa de mais bala, né? Duas balas só não dá pra nada. Taken at fight. Fleet, né? Field. Caramba. White darkness. Tem muito brilho na lanterna, né, cara? Muito brilho. Taken, Airfield, White darkness. Bom, depois eu traduzo aí pra vocês. O caninho é esse aqui e tem mais armadilha de urso. Bom, então vai torar. Cara, não tô vendo nada. Já estão lá na frente. Mano, eu desviei. Mano, tem muito. Cara, eu vou falar pra vocês, bem difícil essa parte aqui. Você cheguei aqui, eu vou te falar, na esquiva mesmo, cara.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Tenta não matar os monstros, lutar com ele, tenta pegar o caminho mais curto e esquivando. Eles não vão parar de vir.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
O que tem aqui, cara? Uma mesinha me atrapalhando? Bom, pelo jeito, o Barry foi de base, né? Mano, e aí? Você não vai subir por causa dessa cadeira aí? Por que o cara me coloca uma cadeira ali? Me fala, pra quê? Qual que é a função? Não precisava ter essa cadeira ainda.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Bom, o negócio é a gente encontrar mais munição aqui, né? O revólver tá na mão.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the dark presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Bom, a TV meio que dá umas imagens, né, de pensamentos que ele está escrevendo, né, mas aquele que está escrevendo é o que está correndo aqui sobrevivendo? É o mesmo personagem, né? Acho que não tem mais nada aqui, não.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Bom, quem que matou esse bicho aqui? Ele foi atropelado? Eu já vi que tem um negócio de munição ali, mas vamos dar mais uma olhada, né? Estão com um easter egg, alguma coisa aqui. O que fica meio chato é que toda hora ele perde esse armamento e você tem que conseguir de novo. Acho que não tinha essa necessidade. olhar ao redor da casa.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Ele não entra aqui, é um banheiro, né? Vamos pegar um carro, né?
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Eu não sei se a fazenda é ali, né? Mas eu acho que eu já tive ali, né? Ah, ele consome bateria, ó. Eu gastei um dia de sinalizador à toa ali, cara. Bom, tem uma árvore caída aqui impedindo o meu progresso. Eu já vi o buraco aqui na cerca. Para que você assente isso aqui, vai. Aqui antes. A setinha aí já deu bom. Acho que os caras fazem um baita de um lugar pra pouca coisa, né? Podia ter mais itens aqui, né? O tamanho disso aqui, cara, só pra ter isso aqui.
Stay away from my daughter!
Deixa vir suave. Olha o tamanho dessa área, meu. Outro banheiro? O pessoal aqui gosta do banheiro, hein? Parece que tem um papel ali, né? E não é higiênico. Vamos dar uma olhada aqui, será que tem alguma coisa aqui? Eu acho que não, hein? Bom, chegamos na fazenda, né? Vai até a fazenda, estamos aqui, deu uma luteada, não vimos porra nenhuma. Que interessante. Eu tô vendo uns refletores ali, que a gente talvez possa ligar, tem uns fogos de artifício aqui. Temos um pouco de luzes ali. Ah, são...
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
São fogos amarrados ali também.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn!
Galera, nessa parte eu tive que substituir o áudio por causa de direitos autorais, tá? Então é rapidinho, curte o som aí que o áudio original já volta. Valeu!
Jacket.
was just a boy. Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month 'cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad, I've been bad, got coal that is sitting under my tree. I think that my Christmas has died. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Deixa eu não ter mais nada aqui. Vamos recarregar as armas.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm! See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Bom, já vi um negócio piscando ali em cima. Bom, já vi um caminho a seguir ali, né? Isso aqui tá com um cara que vai ligar e vai vir pra cima. Ah, mano.
What's that, Al?
Como que você errou esse pulo aí, cara?
I'm always right about everything, and if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
It was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Parece
Look at all this
bar.
stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in its
springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
brings back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
are
real
ways
writing
to
job. What got you
themselves
started?
into waking life,
Was this one of your
or vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode: The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Cara, é muito escuro aqui dentro.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Pô, eu não sei se vou ter que soltar esse navio, ou esse barco, né? Esse pequeno barco aqui. Um barco viking, né?
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Então abrimos a porta. O bicho vai pegar aqui, vamos ver se ele lê esse aqui. Torneio Ragnarok de 1935. Mano, olha isso, cara. Do nada. Cara chato, velho, esse aqui.
Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Isso aqui parece um negócio de bebida, né? De fazer bebida. Conhecido como alambique. É isso mesmo, de fazer bebida isso aqui, ó. O problema é que eu não tô... É pequeno aqui, parece, né? Eu não tô vendo um jeito de sair daqui.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
Bom, se esse tonto saísse daqui, né? Bom, deve ter alguma escada, alguma coisa aqui. Que eu não tô enxergando. Opa, tem uma escada aqui. Será que ele sobe nessa escadinha aqui? Não, só cenário. Cara, tem uma porta aqui. Beleza, já vi que dá pra subir, né?
Be careful, Al!
Bom, os corvos pelo jeito vão entrar aqui com tudo. Né?
Keep your eyes open, okay?
O real tá parado, hein? Pegar pilhas vitaminas. Pegar lanterna holofote resistente. Não é que eu já tô. Não alterou em nada.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff.
Which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to
Mecanismo aqui, né?
And how would you compare your workload to last night?
É um elevador,
Things
né?
seem relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much just, a lot more of it.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Motor aí, não sei não. que ele falou que tinha 65 bilhões de vacas e porcos no mundo, né? Meio no fazendeiro do demônio. Esse aqui. Ah, dá pra subir. Agora subir aqui pra quê? Abra a porta do circo Barry. Eu acho que é ali, né? Não importa. Pegar a chave.
Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate out. It's pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this.
Que é? Old Gods Know the Truth. Não é uma cartinha aqui não?
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
De café. Garrafa de café no banheiro, complicado, hein? Encontre o disjuntor.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
O problema é achar esse quadro elétrico, né? Será que esse quadro elétrico fica do lado de fora?
Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh? You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby.
É a mesma frase. Trancado. Opa, tem uma página aqui.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Achamos o quadro.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy, drunken dream. And yet, it was more than that. It was the truth. A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Ah, não passo por aqui. Porra, podia voar, né? Espectador extracorpóreo.
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, The next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's
It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Olha, tá fazendo sentido a história.